we're gonna go into Shield Hero because Shield Hero was I don't know what it was. I don't know. I mean, it was okay. We still have a hell of a lot of questions, but I mean, some things were answered.
Did I spell that right?
No, you said raising, like it's a baby.
Ah,
But we gonna keep it in there. We gonna keep it in there.
I could change it.
Yeah, you could
I
change it.
was
You could
like, why
change
does it
it.
look weird?
I thought it was interesting, right? Not necessarily the last episode, because last episode was just like a dumb recap. We didn't really need that. Nobody really needed a recap episode of the whole season.
A whole year.
But I thought that it was interesting of the way they laid it out, right? I was a little bit tight that Naofumi used the Wraith Shield against Kyo, whatever his name is. Bro, honestly, I keep mixing up this dude Kyo with the swordsman that's with Naofumi and shit. I keep mixing them. I'm thinking they're the same person that I'm like, oh, that's him. And then I'd be mad like confused. But I thought it was interesting. There was a couple concepts that didn't really make sense. But what I really liked is that at the end of the day, like Ost, she really came back and she was like, "Yo, I told you, you don't need to use this type of shield. You're not that type of person."
This is like the 8th time they telling him that.
No, it is, and it's kind of it kind of got me tight that he keeps using it. You know what I'm saying? But I think she wiped away the. I mean, maybe not. I don't know, but it seemed as though she wiped away the power, and she granted him, his power that he's gonna have in the other world, which is that tortoise, the spirit tortoise power, which I'm assuming that's more so. That's a more destructive power because, bro, like that shit is a fucking cannon. You know what I mean? I thought I liked the fact, and I kind of said it. I was like, at some point, he's gonna get another power, and the power is gonna be not as destructive as the Wraith Shield. I mean, it's not gonna be as destructive like on his body as like the Wraith Shield, but it's gonna be as strong, and it's gonna help him in some way in battle. And that was the power. I didn't expect it. I thought it was gonna be some fairy shit, but fuck it. Whatever the case may be, it was spirit tortoise power. But I like the fact that we would I felt as though we ended the chapter with the Wraith Shield. We're like, all right, cool, we're done. He's got a new power. He doesn't need to be angry and to use his power like that negative energy power. We on that positivity flow. And we're going to go back to fighting the waves, which we're not going to go back to fighting the waves because I don't know if you saw it, bro, at the end of the episode, but they were talking about Phoenix, this other beast that's about to come back. And then that kind of confused me. And I know I'm going on a tangent, so
No, you're not.
I'm going on a big tangent, but I think at the end of the day, I think the way the show is being set up, in my perspective, is that and it may Naofumi may not get all of these powers, but I assume that whenever they beat a particular enemy, he's gonna get granted, or somebody from the Cardinal Heroes is gonna get granted that power. And I'm hoping that power, it goes for each. I'm hoping there's 4 beasts, and those 4 beasts, they work like the heroes work together, and then whoever earns it. Like, for example, the sword hero, I think he's up next because the girl, Phoenix, I don't know why they named her Phoenix, but she was wearing blue.
Just to confuse everybody.
And that nigga wore blue. He wears blue.
Just to confuse everybody.
No. But let's kind of think if that is the thing. That may be the case, it may not. But I thought the blue, it reminded me of that sword hero. I don't even know none of these other heroes' names other than my boy Lark, Crystal Girl, and Shade, something like that. Whatever the fan.
You better than me, bro. I named them by their weapons. I don't even. That's too much.
Fan chick,
Fangirl.
gem chick, and then my boy
Yeah,
Lark. He
that's
cool. He
exactly. I
cool.
feel like everybody who watches the show be like, yeah, the fan one, yeah, the sword, the arrow, yeah.
Bro, the only person I know is Lark and Raptalia and Philo. Bro, I just remembered
And
that chick Risha
you only
name.
remember La'ark because he spanned the same move. Like you.
Nah, bro, I definitely remember him because bro, that nigga saucy. But
Oh,
he got a Spaniard name. He don't got no regular name. He got a
La'ark.
Spaniard.
La'ark. All right, so it was I don't know. It was very much like the not the last episode, the second to last episode. It was very much like a power of friendship type of deal where it was like, and I get it, that's a nice anime route, but it felt a little like 2000s. Like this is
It felt a little
2020.
cliche.
No, it just felt like old anime. Like with like that's an old anime route. Like today's anime, they're not doing the yeah I'm gonna beat you with the power of friendship as much. Like that's we
Yeah.
did that 5-10 years ago. We got to get on some new time now. Now it can't just be
Nah,
oh well.
bro. It wasn't even
I'm
5, 10 years ago. That shit was like 15 years ago. Dragon
that's to
Ball
say
Z
like the
days.
whole like oh well. So I'd like that he's not using the ray shield, but then at the same time the alternative is like friendship power. It's like
I mean, but bro, let's keep it a buck until, and I hope that they don't do this because then like we're gonna be legit talking about this in the future on a future episode of the podcast, and I really don't want to be right, but I hope that in regards to these different beasts that they're fighting, future tense, because I don't know if the Phoenix is the second one and the last one. I mean, I'm assuming there's four, but they could be many. They could be multiple. You know what I'm saying? But I'm hoping that when they complete the quest, because I don't know if you noticed, but when they were about to go into their world and shit, he got a completed. He got a complete something where it was saying like, oh, you obtain the spirit tortoise power, and that was it. That was all
yeah,
we fucking knew.
yeah.
So I'm hoping that in regards to these powers, I'm hoping that it could be transferable to the squad because they're gonna have to work together. The other three heroes with Naofumi, they're gonna
Well,
have to level up, and I feel as though maybe having them fight the waves isn't necessarily the best way. So this route may be a good route, but I just hope that Naofumi just doesn't get like I don't want Naofumi to be the only one with the fucking gauntlet. You know what I'm saying? The Infinity Gauntlet and just having all the stones. You know what I'm
well, like
saying?
I say, he just won a fight off of friendship power. Now, is that his power, or is that the power of them all hugging? Like I don't like he shot that blast out his shield, but they didn't explain what that move was.
Well, that's the tortoise power. They
Like
did because he did it twice. He did it when he was in the other world and destroyed the heart, and then he did it a second time because he didn't have the
oh,
power in the other world.
so that was the same power.
Yes, yeah,
I
yeah,
thought that
yeah.
was I thought that was just like, oh, we're all gonna hug and
No,
like
no,
this
no,
is
no, no, no. But what confused the fuck out of me, bro, was that they
okay.
amplified it with
That's
because
what I'm saying. With
bro,
friendship and
but
love.
no. It wasn't even that, bro. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. But what they did is they amplified the power because Ravtilia killed released the mirror vessel hero, and they used. I don't even know how the fuck he got that shit because his shit turned into the turret, the spirit turret shit,
Mm-hmm.
and then the mirror came in front of it because Raptalia had slayed the dude,
The
and then
zombie
it
thing,
amplified the
dude.
power. You feel me?
Okay.
So it was
I didn't even piece all that together.
nah, bro.
I,
It was there. The
they
mirror.
kept referencing the mirror and
Yeah.
the zombie dude that got reincarnated, and then she.
No. When he finished him off, that was the mirror power. It amplified his blast through the mirror, and then that's what killed him. But bro,
You better than me.
bro
I
I mean,
really couldn't piece. I was mad confused. I'm just like, all right, it's a journey. I didn't even.
Bro.
Bro, they kept saying, the mirror. And I
Yeah.
was like, why we keep talking about the mirror? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So they gave it back. They gave it back, so he can't really use it no
Yeah,
more in
yeah,
this
yeah,
world.
yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
and then in the new in his world, he can't use it. But he still has the tortoise power, which is cool. But that's the thing. I felt as though if the three other heroes, if they just took the time and just went with Naofumi and then did whatever the mission was, they all would have got boost. They all would have
Well,
got boost to their
at this
abilities.
point, Raftilia is stronger than the Sword Hero,
Yeah, she is.
or
She is.
pretty close at least, because she's been putting in work. So it's like I don't even think we need them.
but
Between
bro, but
between
but then but then
Philo
it,
between Philo, Raftilia, like do we
I mean,
need?
bro, they all heroes, bro. At this
Yeah,
point,
but
they all, bro. His squad is cardinal heroes, bro. And you know what's mad funny, bro? They all got the same hair color as the other heroes. Well, except for Raptilia. But besides the point, though, I mean, I thought it was crazy because it's like I don't know. I thought it was okay. I mean, I just feel as though like if we're doing this in the future where we're having to fight beasts and we're getting powers, that's cool. But it has to wrap to the waves. And another thing too that really I thought about was the Kyo dude. He manifested this power from that beast, from the tortoise, the spirit tortoise,
yeah,
to
yeah.
create a wave. Like, didn't you think that was a little odd? Like, I mean, I get it that the spirit tortoise has enough power to do so, but how the fuck do you like? They never explain how the fuck he did that shit.
Nah, they're not going to. They're not going to. I think we're supposed to understand that he's been in it for a long time, so he just knows hella like workarounds in the gaming universe because that you remember they did that whole backstory
Oh,
on
yeah, yeah,
him.
yeah, 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 for sure.
So I think we're just supposed to be like, oh, well, he's been there for mad long, and he's a good gamer, so he kind of knows how to work around stuff.
Work
But
around stuff.
I want us the same. I felt the same way the whole season too, which is I still don't know what Nafumi's goal is. Like, is his goal to get back home, or is his goal to make sure that there's peace in the land? Because
Nah, I think.
peace in
Oh
the
yeah.
land isn't even really achievable because there's always gonna, from what the show's been showing us, there's always gonna be chaos. Like after some time of peace, then there's gonna be something's gonna happen. So I don't know what the goal is. Are we still? I guess we're still trying to stop the waves or figure out what the waves are and stuff like that. But I just want us to get back to the goal. It's hard to follow a show when like they jump off in a different direction and they're not. There's no goal. So I feel like the best animes have the simplest goals. Like the goal is
Yeah.
clear. Like I remember a lot of people used to tell me like, oh, isn't Naruto trying to be Hokage? I was like, no, he's trying to get Sasuke back. They make that clear. Like he was like the first, couple of episodes of the show, but then after Sasuke left, he was like, I gotta get Sasuke back. And that was the
Yeah.
goal, you know what I'm saying? And everything Naruto did was to like he would remind you, well, I gotta keep training, I gotta get Sasuke back. Well, I gotta defeat this dude, I gotta get Sasuke back, or I gotta, you know what I'm saying? There's constant reminder of what the goal is. But anytime I watch new anime, the goal, and it's okay for a goal to change, but it got to be a clear like, okay, it was this, now it's this. You know what I'm saying? And when you can't follow the main character's goal, then it's kind of hard to follow the show. So
Yeah, 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 for sure. I mean, I guess the question that we may get in season 3 of the Shield Hero is, what are these beasts in relation to the waves?
mhm.
Because maybe they're pulling stuff out of their ass, which I mean, it may be true, but at the same portion, it's like if you look at it, we spent a whole season fighting a tortoise getting some new power, collecting a power, but like what's the
Yeah,
end?
what?
What's the
How does
end
that?
game? You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like
exactly,
what's the end game? You know
exactly.
what
How is
is?
this power needed to do whatever?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
exactly. What's the end goal with this power? So it's like, you know, it's like how do we utilize that? You know what I mean? And
hmm
that's the biggest question I have. How do we utilize? Excuse me. How do we utilize these beasts into the waves, into the end of the story, into things being good?
I don't know.